Okay, today I would like to share with you two tools that we in Notes use all the time. One is the 10BII Financial Calculator, and it's downloadable. I think it's like $5.95 that you can download on your laptop. And we'll take a look at how we would use that to check the facts on a note that's for sale, and also to set a goal and work backwards. And then we're going to go to Excel and look at an amortization schedule and do the same thing. Verify that the amortization schedule that we're being shown is correct, and then set a goal. Okay, so that's it. Here we go. So let's just take a note at random that is currently for sale. Here it is. It's for sale at $38,000, and it's a house. It's in Illinois, and the yield is said to be 7.88%. So that's what the seller says the yield is. What if we wanted to verify, is it really that yield? So then as we drive into that note, we can see all of this information, but of all of that information, the parts that really matter are these that I've put boxes around. How many payments are remaining? Which is this weird number, right? How can you have 271.79 payments? Anyway, it's a weird thing that we would have to verify what's going on with that. And then the P&I is 323, and of course they're asking 38,000, right? So let's just take a look at those three factors. So we're being asked to pay present value. It's a negative number because it's coming out of our pocket, 38,000. And we've got this principal and interest payment of $323, $300.23. And then we have this very weird number of payments remaining of 271.79, whatever. 271.79. So now I'm going to hit equals here in this empty box. And indeed, it tells me that it is 7.88%. It's true. So, but now I verified it, right? Wouldn't it be a good idea to verify something like that? Now, let's say after evaluating this note, I decided that 7.88 is not good enough for me, but I would be willing to buy the note if it had an 8.5% yield. Okay. Then I could put in 8.5% here, and it tells me that in round numbers, I could get back to the seller and say, 38 is just too rich for me, but if you'd accept 36, it's a deal. So there you see how you can use this simple financial calculator to run scenarios and to hit a goal. Okay. So now the next thing that I wanted to show you is an amortization schedule. So here we have got an amortization schedule, which I'm going to have available on my website in about a day or two, that you can download and use for your own purposes, already set up for you. And you can see that it's got here the annual interest rate, the number of years. Of course, usually payments are monthly, so it says 12. And then it has the amount of the loan. So you can see it's automatically calculating all the payments all the way down. And one of the things that you can verify is that this number here of 50,000 is equal to this number at the bottom, 50,000, right? So they match. And they should. The other thing that you can verify is that when we add these two totals together, down here on the right, you can see 119754. It's the same as this here. So it checks out. And the other thing that you can see is as it's paying down to month 360, that the balance due is 0, is as it should be. Okay. And so those are the things that make us feel comfortable about this amortization schedule, aside from the fact that the formulas are correct. So you can see up here that you've got this formula for payment, PMT, And then here in principal, it's PPMT. And here for interest, it's IPMT. Okay, and so forth. And then here it's checking the amount, which is the amount due minus the principal that's been paid in that round, and that's the new balance, unpaid principal balance. Yay! So now, let's say you wanted to change something. Let's say you wanted to know what would the payments be if the rate instead was 6.5%, 0.065. There you can see the change. Let's say what if the amount was 60,000, etc. So you can change any of these, and it automatically changes everything else. Now, one of the things that can catch you if you download this and try to use it is if you change the years. So let's say, for example, you wanted to change the years to 20. It looks good, right? Except when you get down to the bottom. So then you see all these error messages, right? Because it's 20 years, not 30 years. So then what I'm going to have to do is go up as far as here and delete those rows, and then I'm back good to go. 240 payments, and there, it's all cool. Now, on the other hand, if I were to change this back again to 30, now you'll see that these numbers don't match. This principal doesn't match the total amount. Why? Because we're missing 10 years of payments. So what I'm going to have to do is add these back in. I'm going to go down to, I think it's about something like this far. Doesn't matter. I can fix it later if I overestimate it or underestimate it. And I'm going to copy this last row down. And I was pretty close. Take off these last 3 rows. And there I am back again, you see. So now the only problem is that this is only summing to row 249. So I'm going to take it to row 369, right? 369. Yeah. And there we go. 60,000. And there, this one as well. Yay. Let's just check and make sure. 136,526. Yes. Now, the thing that I wanted to share with you, and this is pretty interesting. So sometimes you want to get to a target payment with somebody, or they've told you that they can afford a certain amount. And so then you want to figure backwards, what would the interest rate be to get to that target payment? Now you could do a lot of hunt and peck back and forth until you get close to the number. Like you could keep changing this interest rate back and forth. But there's a smarter and faster way of doing that. So let's say that somebody told you, I can afford $400. I hope so. Okay, so if they can afford $400, then we can use the goal seek function. So I'm going to hit Alt-T for tools, G for goal seek, and you can see it just popped up over here. So I'm goal seeking this cell, B10, and I think we said $400, right? So I'm going to goal seek that to $400 by changing this cell, B3. And there it is, as easy as pie. So now it has figured out that the rate I need to charge is 7.02030404, etc. So that's it, and that way that's how people come up with these nice round numbers on their payments, which sometimes is attractive. Okay, so that's it. I just thought I would share that with you, and if you'd like your own copy of this amortization schedule, just let me know and I'll send it to you, or if I've got it up on a link, I'll just give you the link. Alrighty, talk to you later. Bye for now.